I kind of hinted to it in the story, Al, but AI continued to be a huge part of what was going on in 2025, and you have a slightly different take on it with some more news stories.
Yeah, and this story comes in two parts, and it's about buying, selling, the inside baseball side, who gets what bits of AI and the hardware for it and those kinds of things. The first part of it, and this started at the beginning of the year, was around who's allowed to buy what hardware and what are the impacts of tariffs. But as things rolled through into later in the year, the focus shifted towards what looks like a whirlpool of AI funding announcements. So the first part began in 2025, beginning of 2025 in January, when the Biden administration, so coming to the end of their governance, were looking to restrict AI chip exports. About 120 countries were on the books of being places to restrict. Of course, there were some responses. There was a statement from TSMC that semiconductor trade with Taiwan and the US was win-win for both. And of course, NVIDIA argued that AI export controls would be detrimental to NVIDIA. Export controls were put in place. NVIDIA high-end GPUs weren't allowed to be sent to places that was particularly targeting keeping them out of China, where they might be used to create some sort of large-scale commercial or even military benefits. So we covered some stories around Singapore arresting some alleged NVIDIA chip smugglers who are apparently sending the Blackwell GPUs to China. By the time we got to August, tariffs were coming along, and US companies were concerned about the high cost of imported goods and servers, including GPUs and other semiconductors that were manufactured outside of the US. And the on-again, off-again status of these tariffs throughout the middle of the year was a source of some tension. But by mid-August, NVIDIA had agreed to pay the government 15% of its revenue from GPU sales to China in return for being allowed to export the medium-powered H20 GPUs. But by December, the US government was allowing NVIDIA to sell the powerful H200 GPUs. That is quite a difference in the year, from banning exports to hundreds of countries, well over 100 countries, to actually allowing the big enemy to have the most powerful GPUs. Guess it reflects that China didn't actually hang its hat entirely on getting NVIDIA GPUs because they were building their own. The AI money go-round is the other story. It heated up. I mean, it started early on. In May, OpenAI acquired Johnny Ive's new company, I.O., for $6 billion. Despite the fact that I.O. didn't have any product description and that the company name is impossible to trademark and really hard to find on Google. But by June, AWS was announcing they were going to spend $20 billion building 2 AI data center campuses in Pennsylvania. In July, Oracle made a bigger announcement, $30 billion with an unnamed client who are going to buy 3 times Oracle Cloud's current size. At the time, Oracle Cloud was doing about $10 billion a year in cloud infrastructure. This announcement was $30 billion. Turns out the unnamed client was OpenAI. Then in August, Meta committed to buying $10 billion of AI compute from Google Cloud, part of a $72 billion commitment that Meta was making to building AI data centers. That's a lot of money being spent. Carrying on in September, we got one of the first of the very circular feeling deals. CoreWeave and NVIDIA jointly announced that NVIDIA was going to sell $6.3 billion worth of GPUs to CoreWeave. But if CoreWeave couldn't sell that GPU time that they'd just bought, NVIDIA would buy it back off them. Seems a little odd. Following that, we also had Nebius and Microsoft announcing a $19 billion deal in September. Microsoft is buying some GPU capacity in Europe to run AI systems. To complicate matters, Microsoft's also an investor in CoreWeave that we just saw doing a deal with NVIDIA. And NVIDIA's an investor in Nebius that's just doing a deal with Microsoft. And then in October, we got even more serious numbers. Microsoft, this time with OpenAI. $135 billion invested by Microsoft into OpenAI. And so OpenAI will mostly be on Microsoft platforms. apart from that $30 billion that's going to Oracle Cloud as well. Just to make another circle, in November, Microsoft, Anthropic, and NVIDIA announced a set of investments. So NVIDIA investing $10 billion in Anthropic, Microsoft adding another $5 billion, and in return, Anthropic will buy $30 billion worth of cloud computing from Microsoft, which is their way of procuring a gigawatt. That must be more than a gigawatt. Multiple gigawatts of NVIDIA GPUs. I wonder how Anthropic, getting all of this money in, throwing all this money out, how are they going to make some profit from these investments? Of course, at the same time, NVIDIA committed to buying $26 billion worth of AI computing from a variety of providers, all of whom get those GPUs from NVIDIA. There seems to be an awful lot of money going around in circles or some weird shapes to get between all of these different players, and we're still not sure where end customers are actually going to want to pay for all of these things, whether there is going to be business value for all of these billions of dollars running around and these massive data centers that are being built out over time. Hopefully, 2026, we're going to start seeing some actual profitability from these AI startups, and we're going to start seeing that businesses are being transformed in a positive way by the use of generative AI and massive numbers of GPUs.